Yo, what up guys, SnoopsFrog back on the Miss Megabyte fragging account. I'm from Esports. If you're new to my channel, be sure to smash that subscription button. And if you do like today's video, please leave a thumbs up. Now today's video is going to be on Vandal guys. A lot of players have been swearing on her, in the community since we did have the balancing in the 1.45 and the 1.46 updates. So she did gain that big boost in speed. Now, one of the best players out there I've been seeing rocking Vandal would have to be Nate from Esports, so I reached out to him to see if he could share some gameplay, and he was happily obliged. So today we've got the gameplay from Nate himself, one of the best Vandal players out there in Frag. So to start it off guys, we'll be going into her basic stats, and these stats will be based on a level 9 card. She has a basic HP of 216, the DPS has a big value range of 23 to 93, she has a speed of 13.6 kilometers, so pretty fast there. While shooting it's only 7.8, a respawn of 22 seconds is a common card, she has a range of 35 meters and is strong against building. So when we analyze these basic stats and see what they mean, I find her HP is actually comparable to other digital units because Vandal is a digital unit. There's a huge difference in the range value in her DPS from smallest to largest value in range, so I suggest you try and be as close as you can when you're firing to get the maximum value on that DPS. Her speed, she's actually the equal second fastest in the game. So, she's got overall max speed, she's only second to Striker, and she does still retain top 10 speed while shooting when she drops down to the 7.8 kilometers, but while she's just moving around the map at 13.6 kilometers, she is number 2 in speed. Now, moving further along, as I said, the respawn stock, but I consider her range to sort of be on the small end at 35, and you really need to use that speed to close the distance. So while she does have the speed, the range sort of cancels it out, but that speed more than makes up for it if you can use her in the correct way. Now when we start talking Vandal's weapon, the spray gun, it has an ammo pool of 28, a reload of 1.3 seconds, a fire rate of 200 to 600, so a difference in fire rate there, it's a varying fire rate, and it does have a base damage of 12.6, and you do gain the multiplier, the headshot multiplier of ×2. Now when we start talking it and we're breaking it down, it does have a generous ammo pool, that's for sure. It has a very fast reload time in my opinion, but it's also a weapon, like I said, with a varied fire rate, sort of like a Gatling gun that takes time to get warmed up. This means that, early in the ammo pool it's going to start with a 200 sort of fire rate, and close to the end of the clip, it will be at the 600 and, with the fire rate. So a pro tip, when I asked Nate what's the best tip you could give when I was asking about Vandal, and he said always try and pre-fire so that you're more into the clip, and that way you're starting at a higher fire rate, you've got more chance to take out the enemy quicker. So that was his number one tip when I asked him about Vandal. Now when we continue, she does have a decent base damage, and with the spray gun you can actually lay down some massive amounts of DPS. And when you're accurate, the fact that you do get that ×2 headshot multiplier I think is fantastic and it's rewarding, and also the fact that she's strong against buildings makes her a perfect asset to any team. You can actually go for the bunker and actually take out a bunker surprisingly fast. Like, you wouldn't actually believe it till you see it in the play, but she's not a shotgun sort of character, but the speed when she gets up to that 600 fire rate, she's a bunker destroyer, I must admit. Now when we start talking Vandal's ability, let's just give her a paint bomb. Well, that's what the ability is. We're giving her a spray gun. She's a Vandal. Let's give her a paint bomb and let her go to town. Anyway, this ability's cooldown is 10 seconds. It takes just over a third of a second to cast at 0.35 seconds. It does have a radius of 4 meters and it has a slow effect of 0.5. Now, ready every 10 seconds? It's not the longest, it's not the shortest, but it does come in really handy. It does reduce that movement, like I said, by 0.5, but when they're affected by the paint bomb, they're actually also weakened. Now, we don't actually know, what sort of, percentage they weaken by, so we can only speculate in this, but it does seem to allow Vandal to take a lot less DPS from these units when affected by the paint bomb. So you would think it'd have to be at least half, but again, I'm only guessing and going on the differences I observe in the game. So I'm not actually going on raw maths or raw statistics here, I'm just going of what I feel in the game. But when you've hit a player with a paint bomb, and they're weakened and they're firing, it seems they can't seem to land proper DPS, that's for sure, till the paint bomb has worn off. So that's why I'm thinking it's half, because you can get fired on by Cactarina and not die, and usually sort of at closer range of Cactarina you would be dead. So that's why I'm sort of making that sort of assumption, but again, it's an assumption. As you can see in the footage, her speed is unbelievable. He's able to go up to her bunker, attack units, take out a unit or two, run back to the health pack and engage again. Now, I noticed on his team in most of these clips, he was using Lucha and trying to support Lucha, but he did have 3 in defense. He was using Bot Mama, Dr. Frost, and Bubble in most of these clips. So I noticed he was pretty much taking out teams with Vandal, and it was just shocking. He was taking out level 12 Hade, so it wasn't like his cards were all overpowered in all these clips. It's a pretty level contest in terms of card on cards, yet he was winning most of these battles. But then again, guys, I will repeat, Nate is one of the best Vandal players Frag has ever seen. So again, a big shout out to Nate for bringing in this gameplay and letting me share it with the community, because you do play Vandal so well, and just the way you get out of the engagement, you get to the health pack, and the fact that you're back into the engagement pretty fast, whether it's in defense or back in attack, putting pressure on. I just think you transition to health pack and just, you tear her up with her, guys. So yeah, thank you very much again for the footage. So while we kick back and watch Nate just tear up these opponents with Vandal. Now, these aren't just everyday opponents either, guys. These are, high level accounts with high level cards. They're using legendary cards, and you're seeing what Vandal's doing to these legendary cards. So it's not the fact that, it's a high level 12 Vandal on low level cards. It's the fact that Vandal is really good once you get that fire rate up. So if you use Nate's pro tip and you do the pre-fire, you will start at a higher fire rate, and with that generous ammo pool, I feel you can do insane amounts of DPS. I'll definitely be re-looking at Vandal. I find her HP is enough to sort of get yourself out of trouble with her speed to the next health pack, as you see Nate doing in a lot of these plays. I noticed, with the deck he was running, he was relying solely on Vandal for most of these games and was tearing. So I'll definitely be giving her the other look, guys. I'll be trying to put some coins into her and get her up a few levels and try and see what I can do with her. But this is one of the legends of the game here playing her. Thanks again for the footage. You've been watching SnoopsFrog on the Miss Megabyte fragging account. I'm from Echo Esports. If you did like today's video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that sub button. And I'll catch you on the next vid. Alright, peace out, y'all.